Good morning, student. Today we are starting with other means of transport, that is airways and waterways. Before this we had done roadways and railways. So we are starting with airways today. Now airways means that traveling from one place to another by plane. It can be domestic, it can be international, and it is time saving. So people are now going mostly for air transport because it is the comfortable mode of transport. That's why, plus it has many other advantages. There are different types of flights that is there. First, it is your domestic flight, international flights, plus we have private sector flights, we have government sector flights. So there are number of types of flights that are moving, and it is connecting one place to another in a very short time. The time that, suppose if we take 2 to 3 days to travel from one place to another by train, it will be covered by 2 hours or 3 hours. So it is a time saving. So that is the way that is called as an airways, flying in the space. Now coming to the advantages of airways, fastest mode of transport. Because it is flying in the stratosphere, the movement is very fast, there is no turbulence, there is no obstruction on the path, there is no barrier. It is just when it takes up, passing through the troposphere, it reaches the stratosphere, and then it flies with a greater speed and reaching one place to another in a very short time. So it is the fastest mode of transport. Number 2, free from geographical barrier. Now this means that there are two types of barrier that we face for road transport and rail transport. That is topography. Many places which are hilly region, there the transport like road and railway is very difficult. Where if there are very swift flowing rivers, if there are steep slope, it is difficult to construct roads as well as railway tracks. So those barrier is not any of the, it is not an obstruction for airways. It is flies over this in the sky, so it does not have any geographical barrier. Now second is climatic barrier. Climate does not have any effect on this transport because it is crossing all of the troposphere where we generally have weather phenomena. After it reaches stratosphere, it does not have any weather phenomena, so it moves faster. So there is no much problem with climate. The only thing is sometimes the air transport do face some problem because some certain places, for example Delhi, so during winter it has fog, so there is delay in the there is a delay in the flight, and because of that the journey is delayed, or you have to wait for a longer time at the airport to board your flight to reach the other place. Or if there is certain calamities, unforeseen calamities, in that case there will be a problem. Otherwise, in major part it does not have any problem. Number 3, it is the most comfortable journey compared to other mode of transport, road or railway or waterway. This is the most comfortable journey because it takes shorter time, plus the whole flight is air conditioned, comfortable chair, comfortable sitting arrangement, service is also good, so it is a comfortable journey. So people who are traveling for business purpose, they generally want to travel by flight. It is time saving. Now these days time has become very important. People who are doing job in one part of this country needs to reach the other part of the country in the same day for attending certain meeting or for certain other purpose. Even for army people, they have to reach very at a right time. So in that case it is time saving. So if they are moving with this flight, it is a time saving. So that is also the advantage of airways. Now when anything has got advantages, there are certain disadvantages also. Being the fastest mode of transport, it is consuming the best quality of petroleum, and it is very costly because of its time saving. It is costly and everybody cannot afford it. Free from geographical barrier, there is no demerit for this, or there is no disadvantage related to this. Now, because they are giving comfortable journey, comfort level, the price of everything will increase. So that's why it becomes expensive. It is time saving again because of all these factors: fast mode, comfortable journey, and time saving. It becomes a most costly transport system of India. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of air transport. Now, types of airport. We have got international airport and domestic airport. The international airport deals with those flight which goes from India to different countries. It may be Nepal, it can be Bangladesh, it can be USA, whichever place it is going. So from whichever cities, mostly Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai, all these are international airports. Now, domestic airport connecting smaller cities like we have got in Ranchi or Patna, it is not international airport, it is domestic airport. That means it does not cater to foreign countries. It is only connecting smaller cities or even to metropolitan cities, but it does not go to the international, it does not cater to the international flights. So, and one more thing is there are certain helicopter system also which is catering to ONGC or Oil India Limited, or it is for the army people. Helicopter services are there, but that is very limited. We cannot, general public cannot avail those facilities. So with this we are coming to this airways. Now the fourth mode of transport is waterways. Now waterways are of two types. There it is inland waterways and coastal waterways. Inland waterways means those boats and ships that sail inside the country. So very few inland waterways are there. We have got one national waterways from Calcutta towards Silchar, one which moves on river Ganga from Hooghly to Allahabad. So all these are the inland waterways. Inland waterways is not very well developed in India because most of the rivers are seasonal and most of the rivers flows over a rugged topography having very undulating land surface. So ships and boats cannot sail. It is very safe only in the Gangas or smaller rivers that is joining the Ganga as a tributary. To certain extent, those rivers can have inland waterways. We do have some coastal waterways, that all the coastal areas which has a seaport like Kolkata. Kolkata is a river port. Chennai is a seaport. Cochin is a seaport. Visakhapatnam, Mumbai, all these are the seaports. So seaports are catering to foreign countries. Whatever heavy material that we are exporting goes through the ship. It can carry heavy bulky material from one country to the other. So that is the coastal, and at the same time the coastal shipping also takes care of the defense system of India, that is coastal defense is there. Now coming to the main advantages, less maintenance cost because it does not need any construction of path that like we have in railways or in roadways we need to construct. Here it is flowing on the water, so there is no path to be constructed. So maintenance is only needed for the ships and the boats. There is no maintenance for the pathway. Now second is it is cheap because it takes longer time to travel, slow movement is there. So it is cheaper compared to other mode of transport. Bulky material, it can carry heavy material, industrial material from one place to another, especially when we are exporting. When we are exporting certain material from one country to the other by coastal shipping, it carries heavy material, and lighter material can be carried by other means also. Now coastal defense depends upon the waterways because they are protecting us from all the three sides, that is Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean is protected by coastal shipping, and that is your coastal defense that is taking place. So inland waterway is not very well developed in India because of two reasons. First, most of the rivers are seasonal. Second, most of the rivers are flowing over the plateau region which has undulating topography, and that is why the inland waterway is not so well developed in India.